Hey, it's Neil. Today, I'm showing you how you can check out, how you can analyze a property without ever leaving your couch. No boots on the ground required. So let's dig into it. I've got 4 or 5 different ways to do this. It starts with public record. Get into that assessor's website, pull the information there. You're looking for lot size, year built, the last sale price. You want to get the details that are there. This is the very basics. One thing that I do when I look at this is I'm looking at the square footage on the assessor's website. I'm also looking at the image of the house. Oftentimes, Polk County Assessor has this lined out. Here's the image, the sketch. Here's a sketch of the house. Here's how many square feet there are. Is there a porch? Is there an enclosed porch? I'm looking at the details there because once in a while, you're going to find out that there's actually more square footage in the house or less square footage in the house based on that little sketch. Enclosed porches happen a lot. Dormers, finished attics, finished basements, they all add up. So you want to understand what that looks like. Now, next thing, comps. You've got a couple of choices. MLS, absolute best place for comps, but not everybody can get access to MLS. So what do? Zillow or Redfin. Those are the two best places. Go out, pull the comparables there. Inside of Zillow, of course, is his estimate. But if you scroll down on that Zestimate, it's going to give you the comparable houses, the houses it used largely to come up with that estimate. And those are really good because you can get a sense of those and the pictures that are there to get an idea of does this align towards the subject property, or does it not? You get an idea on the neighborhood trends there too. If there's any virtual tour, great. That helps even further. Street view. So this one's important to go. Just Google Earth, get Street View, walk that street, and look at your street versus the comparable home streets. Does it feel the same? Are they really comparable, or is yours a leg up? If so, you may have some pricing that looks a little better, or is it a leg down? Does your neighbor's house look like an absolute dump? Makes a difference. That curb appeal adds up for the entire block. All right. Last thing you can do is you want to run your math. You get an idea on your subject property. What's it going to take to remodel that? And then be able to go through and back into the profit math. So you can back into what you're going to offer, right? What's your ARV? What's it going to cost you to rehab that thing? What have you built in for profit? And therefore, what's your max allowable offer, your MAO? What can you actually offer in this thing to get this thing to work? So public records, all the assessor's data, look at Zillow, look at Redfin, get access to MLS if you can to run those comps. You've got a really good idea what that looks like. You should know what it's going to take you to rehab. Conceivably, you have an idea on a budget at this point for what it is that you're going to walk into, or at least have a better conception of that, and then start walking through your numbers so you can back into that. From there, you'll get a really good sense. Are you in the ballpark? Can you actually maybe work something out with this seller, or are they just at retail? They're so far off, may not even be worth having that conversation, or maybe worth referring that to somebody else to go list that property. And when you're ready for your next deal, you want to get instantly pre-approved. I dropped a link both below for you in the description. You can do just that.